What's up, guys? John here, Titan Talk Tuesday. And man, this is an even better Tuesday. I know I say Tuesdays are the best, but this Tuesday, first Titan Talk Tuesday in the new office, in the new Channelside location, downtown Tampa. What up, Vicky? Mike Neal, my man out in Texas, representing Titan to the fullest. Appreciate you guys out there. See Greg C, what's up? How are you guys on Facebook? And you guys out there on YouTube, make sure you guys are sharing this and pressing subscribe if you already haven't. You guys on Instagram, please tag a couple people. We're going to go over some awesome things. Like I said, first Titan Talk Tuesday in the new Channelside location. And if you guys have not been here, wait till you see it because this place is ridiculous. Cutting edge, top of the line in every way, shape, and form. We're going to be offering all types of services, even more services and therapies than we already got. What up, Stanley Joe? How you doing? So it's really cool. I just showed Big Drew the whole location. He was in the house, and he was like, oh my God, this is just ridiculous. So I'm getting the signage outside changed and all that, and that takes like 4 weeks because of sign permitting from the city and all that, and we want to make sure we're abiding by all the rules because I don't want them to come over here and give me a problem. What's up? How you doing, dude? All right, so everybody's in the house, so we're going to do the weekend wrap-up. Excuse me. The weekend wrap-up. So this weekend was really cool. We had a lot of big things going on this weekend as far as Titan Medical Center, some of our athletes, and just behind the scenes. So what was really going on this weekend? The first thing we did was we had Cars and Couture. So Cars and Couture, as you can see, it's really cool. I'm going to have this screen here in the background so you guys can start seeing some of these videos. If you haven't, and these will be on social media too as well. So it's really cool to be able to be interactive with you guys and kind of showing you some of the videos of what was going on. And this was at the private mansion here in Odessa. As you can see, we got a lot of filming going on. We're doing some other commercials and stuff like that along with this. But this was really cool because it had exotic cars, had a fashion show, and was for a good cause. You know, the good cause was for autism. So it was for Autism Speaks. That's what the charity was called. This is our third year doing the event of Cars and Couture. Big shout out to Donna Crowley out there putting it on and having us a part of it. So it was really cool. We had the Titan Corvette out there, and you had all these other beautiful cars out there, all these Ferraris, Lambos, Rolls Royces, just dream cars, right? I mean, as a little kid, I was dreaming of cars like this and be able to see them up close and personal. Of course, I don't own them, but at that point, these guys are really cool. I mean, they were really nice, and like I said, to bring out their cars and stuff like that to show off for a good cause, it was really cool. The mansion was awesome. They had a jazz band out there, so we were just, we were showing it up there, living it up out there, and it was really nice. The weather held up, thank God, because we thought it was gonna rain. We were scared. We had a big 10x10 tent out there. Our Titanettes out there, Kelly and Randy, big shout out to them. Art was out there as usual, getting the footage, helped set up out there. So it was a really great event. I mean, like I said, it's always classy. It's always very upscale, their events. So we're always happy to be a part of it. It's a great crowd, and it's for a great cause. So Cars and Couture, if you guys are in the Tampa area, if you ever check it out, next year, 2020, will be the 10th year of Cars and Couture, and we'll probably be involved, most likely, I would say, right? So it's going to be awesome. All right, so the next thing was Savage Race. So Art competed in the Savage Race. He was a little tight ninja running around, winning, kicking butt, doing pull-ups. I think he's going to get to it right now. So here he is walking, and then he is climbing. You see, he's just strolling. It makes it look so easy, guys. This is not easy stuff right here. All right, I'm serious. If you try, and this is him swallowing probably some muddy water here. Cold, yeah. Okay, that's a little wake-up call. I don't know if I can do this race just because of all this, I mean, I didn't mind, I guess, as a kid, but I really don't want to get dirty, so I guess I would avoid that at all costs, but in this race, you cannot avoid it. You have to do it because that's an obstacle to go through it. So if you guys have done the Savage Race, this was really cool, and check it out. So Art was really represented out here. He took home some medals he was wearing, and at that point, I think he placed 10th, right?
10th out of 500.
10th out of 500. That is awesome, right? So we know his Titan Medical Center therapies are working. And he was definitely showing some people up out there. So big shout out to Art for that one. The next one was Big Drew. So a lot of people didn't know. Obviously nobody knew because we didn't tell anybody about Big Drew. So what me and Big Drew were planning was we were planning an undercover prep. We're going to be coming out with the documentary here. We got all kinds of footage from you guys, from behind the scenes of training, talking every week. So we made sure we talked every week of how his training was, how his diet was, how he was feeling, what was going on, right? Because life can change day by day, second by second. So at that point, things can change, and that can affect either your cortisol levels, which is your stress hormone, and that could cause water retention, weight gain. It could throw some things off. So at that point, you really just got to be really, really precise, and we threw it in at 6 weeks in. So it was just immediate. We didn't tell anybody. We didn't want anybody to throw their 2 cents in. Oh, you should be doing this. You should be doing that. Not getting in his head. Didn't tell nobody. And man, he came in leaner and bigger than I thought he was going to do. Veiny is all heck. I mean, this was a picture, I think, from weeks out, and he was even more veinier than this. So he really, really looked good, and a big shout out to Big Drew, man. And this picture, Big Drew, look at it. It's just ridiculous in this picture. This is like a 270 pounds right here, okay? So it's not some small guy just looking all ripped up. This guy is definitely putting the work. Big Drew's back, and this is a long time out. This isn't even close. But yeah, I mean, look at this. Pretty outstanding, man. We call Drew a titan amongst men. And he's a true titan, so you gotta love it. So the next one, Veterans Day. So we want to give a big shout out to all the veterans again. So Veterans Day, we have a lot of veterans in the house that work for Titan. And we have a lot of veterans that are family members. And we have a lot of veterans out there that gave their life or sacrificed a lot of different things for our country, for our freedoms. So make sure you guys always have them back in your mind, not just on the day of St. Veterans Day, but at least tell everybody, hey, listen, thank you for your service one time. Or once in a while, and it'll put a smile on their face. I promise you guys, it's the right thing to do. I don't care what their job was in any sort of service. It all takes everybody to get the job done, and they work as a team, which is really, really cool. And I think that's a lost trait out in the world is teamwork. Everybody's about selfishness and stuff like that. I believe teamwork obviously makes the dream work, right? You need other people to make these things work. Whether you're in business or you're on a sports organization team or you're in the service, you're using your team in one way or another, or vendors or whatever it may be. So you got to always think of that as your team. It's your right arm, your left arm, and you got to depend on it. So, it's reciprocation, right? So let's do that. Be nice to people. All right, guys. So let's talk about the therapy of the week. Therapy of the week, guys. So Titan Complete is the therapy of the week. Titan Complete is definitely one of our biggest, popular, most selling therapies, I guess. That and Hercules Potion. So Titan Complete. What is Titan Complete? So Titan Complete is a vitamin amino acid injectable blend, right? It's doctor prescribed. It comes from a U.S. licensed pharmacy prescribed to you, which you can inject with basically a little B12 needle, right? A little 30 gauge needle. So it's very small, but it's very effective. And why is it effective, and what does it have in it that makes it effective? What it has in it has MIC. So methionine, acetylcholine, and choline, right? That's 3 things right there. It also has a B complex in there with your B vitamins, your B12. Another thing are your branched chain amino acids, your essential branched chain. These are 3 essential branched chain amino acids: leucine, isoleucine, and valine. These are very essential for your body. That means your body cannot produce them. You can get them from an outside source. You should be getting them from food, right? You will have to get them from supplementation if you're not getting all your nutrition in like you should, or you might need a little bit more. So that's where this comes into play. It also has injectable L-carnitine in it. So you got MIC, you've got your B complex, you have your 3 branched chain amino acids, and you have L-carnitine. This is all in one little injectable, like a little B12 shot you would get, right? But this B12 shot has all of those different ingredients in it. So it has all those vitamin amino acids that you'll benefit from, your body will benefit from, and you will be able to get optimal results. Especially if you're looking for natural energy, you're looking for natural weight loss. These are the best things that you can give your body. Your body needs them essentially, so at that point it will utilize them and it will work them to the best possible ability that it can. So give your body the things it needs and it will work more properly for you guys. If you don't give it what it needs, it's gonna break down on you guys. It's like a car. You guys gotta service it, you guys gotta give it gas, or that thing's gonna break down on you and you're gonna be on the side of the road, right? Praying for a new car or somebody to pick you up or something to happen. That's exactly what your body's going to do. It's going to put pressure on other parts of your body. At that point, start breaking down in these different areas. Or you're going to start gaining weight or these different issues. So make sure that you guys are not deficient in vitamin B12 too, because that's another one people overlook. And there is a deficiency out there for vitamin B12 in a lot of different people. Now, if your vitamin B12 is good, people ask me all the time, oh, B12 shots, they'll give me energy, right? So that's true in a sense, and it's not true in a sense. What up, DC Baker? How you doing? So it's true in a sense that if you're deficient in B12, if you have B12 injections, or you're anemic, or whatever it may be, then yes, this will possibly help you effectively with your energy levels. It will help the anemia. Now, if you have an abundance of B12, so when we do a blood test, we run usually at that in our current panels on males and females. That's automatically in that panel. It's a vitamin B12 test. That will tell us where those levels are at. If those levels come back good, then at that point, if you take more B12, you're going to excrete it. You're not going to utilize it anymore in the abundance it already is. But the other B vitamins and the branched-chain amino acids that are essential that we talked about, leucine, isoleucine, and valine, that are in this injectable, are going to help on a daily basis. So at that point, you can take this injectable every day, and you can usually take it in the morning. That's when I take mine, and you get the most bang for the buck effectiveness-wise. Your body's utilizing all those things throughout the day. So you usually take Titan Complete in the morning. People ask me all the time, when should I take Titan Complete? When should I take Hercules Potion? What does this have in it? So take Titan Complete usually in the morning. Now, you can take it at night too, and it doesn't have any stimulants in it. So you're not going to be jittery or bouncing off walls or staying up all night if you take it. So you can take it whenever you want. And here, this is on our website, titanmedicalcenter.com. If you don't know, you can go to titanmedicalcenter.com and go underneath the vitamin amino acid tab. Thank you. And this will tell you everything that is in Titan Complete. It will also tell you what each one of these B vitamins or these branched-chain amino acids will do for you. So if you didn't hear my explanation, or you don't understand what I'm telling you in layman's terms, you can always read it here, and this will tell you exactly what you guys need to know. I always get asked all the time, hey, where's this information at? It's right on the website, titanmedicalcenter.com. If you guys haven't checked it out, it's newly revamped. It has all these great therapies and everything it has in it. It also has the shopping for our clothing or our book, whatever you want to look at on there about us. You can also go to all our social medias up here and just press these little buttons, and they'll take you directly to it. So if you haven't checked out our YouTube channel, you guys want to check out that, you guys can go right to it. You guys can click on it and see all the great videos from all our lives, Sharice's soapboxes, behind the scenes, Titan Lifestyle with Big Drew's on there, explanation videos, injection videos. You know, I mean, it pretty much has everything on there that you guys want to look at. Titan Medical Center and beyond. You know, we always talk about that. I always get questions about injectables, where I do injectables. Has testimonials on there. So, I mean, you guys will get, the full, well-rounded view of what Titan Medical Center is all about, or how we can possibly help you. And we're going to be, going on and on in more services. So, there will be a lot more of these going on as far as that. So, I would definitely keep it locked to YouTube. The best thing about YouTube is they let you have more than an hour video on there. And some of our videos do go on a little bit longer than the half an hour that they allow us on Instagram or Facebook. Like me and Drew will be talking on Titan Lifestyle. We'll just literally just go on and on. Because we're just talking about daily stuff, right? And it's just really easy to talk about. And you can see right here, Titan Lifestyle with Big Drew. Me and Big Drew are usually in the studio. Last week he was at his competition down there in West Palm. So we really need to get on. But this Friday, he's going to be by himself here in studio, and I'll be connecting in. So hopefully that works out to our benefit, works out right. What's up, Gator? How you guys doing? Bars, Chikara, how you doing? So, Chica, at that point, when we're looking at this, check it out. You guys will get all the information like we were talking about, Titan Complete. So if you guys have not checked out Titan Complete yet, or do not know what is in Titan Complete, you guys can check it out on the website. You guys can go to YouTube and check it out. We talk about it, how it'll benefit you, and where you should inject it at. As far as intermuscularly, you can do a little insulin needle right in the shoulder, okay? And usually it's prescribed for the morning. Our medical providers prescribe for you guys, our pharmacies, not mine, but the pharmacies that we use will ship directly to you guys, U.S. licensed pharmacies, so you guys are all ready to go. If you're already on TRT, is the consultation fee waived? So if you're on TRT with us, answer that for me, and I'll answer your question. But if you're on TRT with us, there is no other consultation as far as the vitamin amino acids go. You guys can pretty much order all those without an issue. But there is the things you need for the Titan Complete. So let's talk about that. So how do I get Titan Complete? How do I be able to use this therapy you're talking about? I think I really benefited from, John. So the way that you can get on our vitamin amino acid injectable therapies like Titan Complete, Hercules Potion, Titan Ultra, Titan Serenity, Titan Up, Titan Strong, all these different ones, it's real simple and real easy. All you have to do is fill out some new patient paperwork, right? You're going to send that in to us. We're going to get you scheduled for your consultation if you already haven't done one. But if you need to, we'll schedule for your consultation. You can either come into the offices, you can do a FaceTime or Skype for these vitamin amino acid injectable therapies. You're going to see the medical provider face-to-face, audio, right? Just like this, they're going to see you, you see them. This is where you're going to fill out the new patient paperwork. You can go right to the website, titanmedicalcenter.com, fill out the patient paperwork. But this will kind of be how it is. And at that point, you'll go over new patient paperwork, what your goals are, what you're trying to do, and maybe there's some other therapies that our medical provider doctors might help you out with and prescribe or recommend for you guys. So it might be a more benefit. That's what that new patient paperwork's for. Really tell your health history, family history, what your goals are, maybe your symptoms, and get pretty much an idea of what's going on with you. And then that way we can, prescribe a regimen or treatment that's going to help you in the best possible way, right? Best bang for the buck, getting everything you want to. What up, Mustafa? How you doing, dude? Titan Medicals are the truth. Loving my package. Awesome bars. We love hearing that, man. Let me know how everything is going. Hey, if you haven't got a t-shirt too, if you're a Titan Medical Center patient and you haven't got a t-shirt, I want you guys to text a line 727-389-3220 when we get off of here. Say John told you to send out a V-neck. We'll send you guys out a V-neck, or if it's a girl, we'll send you guys out a tank top. Something for you guys. You guys can represent it out there. Tag us on the page. Show it. Wear your Titan stuff with pride and love and loyalty, baby. That's what it's all about. So I'm really, really happy that you guys can go on here and fill out this. You can fill out the new patient paperwork right online. So it's real simple. Right from your iPhone, your Android, your desktop, your Mac, whatever it is. So at that point, you guys have the tools to be able to do this at a drop of a hat. So that's really, really cool. Let me see what else we got here. All right, so let's talk about injections. Injections was the next one. So injections I get a question about all the time. So why injections? Let's answer that question first. Why can't I just take oral supplements over the counter, John? Now, here's the difference. Injectables are going to be faster transportation rate and higher absorbency. That means it's going to get into your body faster and it's going to take it in faster. Plus, okay, you're going past some vital things. You're beating the gastro tract. You're bypassing the liver. At that point, it's getting straight into the body. So you guys are getting a lot of benefit, and you're not putting more strain on some of those vital organs, like the liver. So we know that some of these oral over-the-counter supplements can cause damage to the liver, right? It can raise ALT and AST, and at that point, it can affect liver, and that can affect your health in a lot of ways. So you want to make sure that we are bypassing that if you have to, or you can, and you don't want to put more strain on these vital organs. So that is the answer, plus retention rate. So when we talk about retention rate, an over-the-counter supplement is probably only going to give you about 20% of retention. So that's me being very generous to it, okay? So you want to do 20%, or you want to do 70 or higher? So 70% with an intramuscular injection, subcutaneous injection, you're going to get somewhere in there. And then you got your IV. So you're practically, as a person, doing an IV every day is not practical. You're not going to be able to give yourself an IV every day. And even medical professionals, you're not going to want to hit a vein every day. I'm telling you. I have veins, on my arm are pretty vascular to a decent degree. And, whether we get a donation or here, I'm always worried that they're going to blow a vein, they're going to go in my vein wrong, or they're going to have to keep sticking me. And I've had it happen right on camera, giving a donation. They had a training student come on there, and usually you don't have to let the training student do it on you. I thought it'd be nice to give him, the practice on the stick, and he messed up the stick, right? Which is, it caused you a little problem. Now, sticking an intramuscular, what up, Amanda? How you doing out there? So Amanda, right, too. How you guys doing? So at that point, when you guys are doing a stick, so like a little B12 shot, like needle, like an insulin needle, you stick yourself and you like move it around in there, it's really not going to hurt you. Don't do that. But I'm telling you. But if they have an 18 gauge needle and they have it in your vein, and they start moving it around, it gets a little uncomfortable. I don't care who you are, okay? So at that point, I'm like, man, maybe you should just start over. And after moving around, jiggling in there, they try to. Because what they do is they stick it in there. They miss. They try to finagle the needle so it does get into the vein at that point. And it's just bad news. So You can blow a vein. They can do a lot of different things like that, and you don't want that. Big J the barber, what's up, dude? My man got me all faded. I appreciate you, dude. Yeah, he was in our other office the other day. Jay, wait till you see this bad boy. We're just getting the studio started. We got this big screen behind us ready to go. We got a lot of different things coming up for everybody in the area, so I can't wait. And you're going to see it here next time probably, so it's going to be off the hook. Lift by day, play by night. How you doing? El Cavo Group, Nicholas, how you doing? So we talked about Titan Complete, so that's a therapy of the week. If you guys missed it, you guys can go back on this one, or you guys can check out YouTube. Titan Complete's on there. We give the breakdown of it. If you missed the breakdown of it, it's a vitamin amino acid injectable therapy. It has MIC, methionine, acetylcholine, choline. It has all 3 branch chain amino acids, lysine, leucine, isoleucine, and valine. It also has your B complex and L-carnitine in it. So it's very effective for weight loss, energy. It's going to help. It doesn't have any stimulants in it, so it's not going to make you jittery or anything like that. So you guys can take this in the morning. It's totally natural to the body as far as that goes, and you guys will love it. We appreciate all the positive energy. Thank you, Lower East Side. Thank you so much. Downtown Bronx in New York. That's awesome. Thank you so much for tuning in. You guys can also go to the website. So if you go to titanmedicalcenter.com, right, and you go to the vitamin amino acid injectable therapies tab at the top, you guys will be able to. So if you guys go right here, injectable vitamins, this will go to this page, and at that point, it will have all our different blends on here that are niche to Titan Medical Center. That means you're not going to find them different places. I had a question the other day by a person. What's the difference between Lipoline or Lipotrim or Trim Tropic and Titan Complete? Well, there's a big difference. She's like, well, it has methionine, acetylcholine, and choline in it. It has, your B vitamins. It has like vitamin C too. Well, here's the difference. It's at the percentage and dosage of some of those different ingredients in there. Just because it has those ingredients doesn't mean that it's equal to the dose of the medication that's in the vial or in the injection. So you got to look at that. That's the first thing. The second thing is the combination of these things and what they're doing together and what your goal result is. So that's what you really got to look at. And is it going to benefit you in a lot of different ways? Not to say those blends aren't decent, but they're very cookie cutter and they're everywhere, right? And there's different things that will make it a better injectable therapy for what you're really trying to achieve. So this is the Mecca, and nothing has come close to this.
So many ingredients.
So many. I think there's 9 in here altogether. 3, 6, more than 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 vitamin amino acids you guys are getting in one injectable, just like a little B12 shot. You guys will benefit from it, I promise you. We've been around for 7 years. These blends have been around for about 5.5 because we were in building blocks. We had GAC at first, okay? Glutamine, arginine, and L-carnitine. That's a dinosaur, guys. That's only 3 ingredients. How many were in this one?
13.
13. You're getting 10 more. So when you guys are talking about price and all that, look at the value of what you're getting in comparison to what you're taking, okay? And your source. So that's another big thing. Everything comes from a U.S. licensed pharmacy prescribed in your name. These are not research chemicals. This is not offline. This is not a gray area. This is prescribed to you. You guys are seeing a medical provider. We're in rural medical practice. I want to make sure everybody knows that. I still get the questions daily. Can I just send you money and you send it to me? No. That's not how it works. You see the medical provider. Your thing goes into the pharmacy. Your prescription. They send it out to you directly. Okay. At that point, we're here for you all the time. It's concierge medicine. So once you become a patient, you can call, text, or email, and you can get a hold of us at any time. And we have our offices, we have our medical providers on staff all day, every day. So if there's a medical problem or question or issue, they can answer right on the spot. They're certified, and they are licensed to do so. So that's the big benefit of it. What's the best vitamin complex for muscle mass in your opinion? All right. So I'd have to go back to Hercules Potion. The reason I say Hercules Potion is I think that you can inject it as far as that goes. The recovery factor with the glutamine, and then doing with the L-arginine, the ornithine, and the L-citrulline. You're talking about precursors to nitric oxide with the citrulline and the citrulline and arginine. So at that point, you're getting more blood, more oxygen to the muscles. You're getting better as far as effect overall, as far as the pump goes, and ornithine is letting you do more strenuous activity, so you should be able to get more reps in, more exercise in, more activity, whatever it is. So at that point, the end result should be hopefully more lean muscle gain, and that's what you're talking about. Now, the only other thing I could add in for Titan Complete and give that defense to it are the 3 branched chain amino acids, and that's leucine, isoleucine, and valine that we talked about, and those are pretty key. So honestly, if I could add those to Hercules Potion, I would have. You know, it's so packed full, you cannot add any more ingredients to it. So at that point, that's really where it comes into play, where using the 2 will benefit. They have totally different ingredients as far as that goes. So at that point, you can really get in the bang for the buck, where you're taking a Titan Complete in the morning, and you're taking the Hercules Potion before train or activity. And at that point, you're getting a big bang for the buck. So this video has got to be at least like 2 or 3 years old. And the reason I know that is because when you just seen that video and you see that arm brace, that was because I had golf elbow and tennis elbow. This is right before BPC 157 came out for human use. And then what we did was I started using it and started documenting it. And at that point, knock on wood or whatever this is, I haven't had it since. I've been taking it. There's some different things you can do to get around not getting that. But I think that's definitely the best one. Excuse me. If you do have any more questions about that, there are some different things that we do that might help more lean muscle gain too. So if it's not just a vitamin amino acid complex you're looking for, if it's something else, like maybe a peptide, we can help out in that area. And there might be some more benefits for what you're looking for. Ryan Plowley, what's up, man? How you doing? So Hercules Potion, we're going to check it out. Like as far as recovery, muscle pump, lean muscle mass, stuff like that, definitely way to go. Definitely way to go. But Titan Complete, like I said, the benefits, energy as far as the B vitamins, the MIC. So MIC, what that does is that will actually help detoxify the liver so you process fats faster through it. So it really does help with the weight loss and the energy. So MIC, B complex, branched chain amino acids, the 3, leucine, isoleucine, and valine, L-carnitine. Awesome mix, Titan Complete, and that's why we call it Titan Complete, because it's complete. It's got a lot of different things that are going to help you all the way around, and those are going to get you the results that you guys are really looking for. You know, I mean, it's definitely any over-the-counter supplement as far as that goes. It's a lot better. It's going to help you guys out definitely through all this. And if you guys are taking B12 shots, it's one ingredient. And if you already have B12 and you're not deficient in it, it's not going to help anymore. Okay? So don't let anybody just run that past you, because at that point, B12 is B12, and once you have enough, you're not going to do anything except for excrete it out. You're going to pee it out, basically, all right? So don't do that. All right, so injection methods. We talked about IV, IM, right? Subcutaneous injections. So let's talk about these. IM, intramuscular. IV, intravenous. Subcutaneous, sub-Q. That's in the little fatty layer of subcutaneous skin. That you'll inject. Different medications sometimes need to be injected or have instructions to inject different ways. So like HCG per se is usually injected subcutaneous, where testosterone, when it has a very thicker viscosity and you have to use a bigger gauge needle, is usually done intramuscular. And intramuscular injections can be done with a number of different needle sizes, as far as 18 gauge, 23 gauge, 30 gauge, so that's a little insulin needle, or a testosterone 23 gauge, or an 18 gauge where they use a draw. At that point, that's the things that you can use. So some of these methods will have better benefits of you injecting. So let's give an example. With Titan Complete, usually most patients use an insulin needle 30 gauge. I do, a lot of different patients do, and a lot have throughout the years, because it's not the big harpoon needle of a 23 gauge. It's okay to inject yourself once or twice a week. What's up, Johnson Mister? How you doing? Sin Powers, how you doing? Lex Salton, thank you guys for joining. We just talked about Titan Complete, but we're talking about injections now. So intramuscular, we were talking about Titan Complete. And this little insulin needle, right? This is actually Titan Complete right here they're pulling from. And they're pulling this in. So you usually do this in your shoulder, all right, in your deltoid, in this area, with a little 30 gauge. So it's not going to be a big harpoon. It's not going to cause a big hole or anything like that, where testosterone, you need to inject it with a bigger needle, because the viscosity is thicker. So you can inject and pull that testosterone through that little gauge, right? It will happen, but it's going to take a longer time. Unless you can change the tips, like to a bigger tip of a gauge, and pull it through, and then injected it like that the exact same way, that's the only way you're going to get around it. Otherwise, if you inject it, it's going to take forever. It's going to push through slow because it's real thick. We're water-based or water-soluble, like the injectable vitamins and amino acids. They're going to go in very smooth. They're going to go right through that like nothing, like butter. And we talked about IV, so intravenous. So that's going to be like, you know, when you're getting IV bags, hydration, stuff like that. And it's not commonly done by the normal person or even by a health professional. They're not at home giving themselves IVs every day or every other day. I don't know any. Maybe there are some out there, but I don't see it a lot, and I don't hear about it. Not too often. I don't think I've ever heard about it. I've heard about maybe them going on trips, dehydrate after drinking, maybe doing it like that. But as far as supplementation-wise, I've never heard of it. And like I said, you got to sit there a little bit longer, 15, 30, 45 minutes to get these bags where the intermuscular with the insulin needle with like Titan Complete, it's literally you draw it. Takes, 2 minutes, maybe not even. You inject it, you're out the door 5 minutes, and that's cleaning everything, getting on your way, and you have all these great ingredients, all 13, in you at one time, and you're ready to rock and roll on your day, and you have no problems. You don't have to drink the shaker all day. You don't have to take your branch chains, and, man, I feel so bloated. I got to go to the bathroom. I got to keep drinking this stuff. Like, you don't want that. This is, get up, go, boom, done, right? And that's what we want. We want it to be efficient, effective, right? So that is the best way for you guys. So the best way is intramuscular injections, or if the medications are taken subcutaneously, I would inject Titan Complete subcutaneously. I know some patients that would try and they say B12 can, so you can inject it subcutaneously and it's going to absorb. So even if you injected the oil of testosterone, right, subcutaneously in the stomach, it's going to absorb. It's just going to take longer to absorb, and it wasn't meant to be injected in the stomach. There are some people out there that inject testosterone subcutaneously, and at that point, I've done it. I've tried it because patients out there want to do it, and it's out there on the internet. It's a new cool thing. They say the levels stay higher, this and that. But here's the raw facts. So if you do inject that in you, right, you're injecting, you got to inject. You can probably do it with an insulin needle, so let's take away the gauge. So you're not injecting, so you're injecting in there. It usually causes irritation, redness in the area, itching, and then it can leave a bruise. So you don't want that. You don't want it aesthetically to look bad because you have to take a subcutaneous injection. That's another thing. If you're taking subcutaneous injections and it's leaving bruises, watch out, see what's going on. Maybe your technique's wrong. Maybe you need to change some things. Maybe you're hitting a muscle. So just see all that, right? And just make sure you're not, because it shouldn't be leaving those marks. Like I inject subcutaneously every day, and I don't have those marks. Unless you hit a muscle or something like that, or you go wrong, and then at that point you're causing a little bit of issue, and it might have some irritation, or it might even get black and blue. So if you guys have questions about your injections and you're a patient, you guys can always call or text 727-389-3220. We'll take care of you guys from there. Make sure that you're all set in your injections and you're comfortable in doing what you need to do. Here's the thing. So at that point, if you're not comfortable and you're a new patient, call us. You just got your medications, you don't know what's going on, call us, text us. We're here for you guys. We want to make sure that everything goes right. We're not just like, here's your medication, bye. No. We want to make sure that you're communicating with us. If there's an issue, there's a problem, there's a question, there's a concern, call us and text us. Let us get back to you. Let's make sure that you are okay. If nobody gets back to you, or you don't get a phone call within 24 hours, or even it should be sooner. It should be within like an hour, if not right at that moment. But if you don't do that, please call or text the line, and then you ask for me or Sharice. And that we will handle it personally, and we'll make sure you guys get taken care of, and we'll handle the problem of where it started from and originated from, so you guys are taken care of. All right, just saw my pic with you and Sharice.
David,
oh, what up, David? How you doing? Do you find it? What up, Tanisha? May is the IV offered in office. So IVs will be offered in the new location, Tanisha. So that was a big one. People want to always do IVs and stuff like that. Our other location was like 4,200 square foot, which is pretty big. But this facility is a lot bigger and it's set up for a lot of different things already. So it's going to be right in. Is there an age limit? So age limit for what? So anybody that is underneath 21 years of age, we don't treat. I know legally 18 is the legal age, but we don't do it with anybody unless they're 21 and up. Now, that's not even talking about testosterone. Let's talk about injectable amino acids, vitamins, and stuff like that. Of all the other stuff, you'll have to blood test, and we'll go from there on a case-by-case scenario. Paul, how you doing? My man out there. So I think Paul is he's the truck driver, right? So let me know how things are going, Paul. I appreciate your support. Hi, Jenny. That's awesome. Hi, Beth. I appreciate you. And, of course, we appreciate supporting the autism research. We appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you guys very much. I appreciate that, Art. That's awesome. All right. Appetite suppressants versus thermogenics. One more thing. So, appetite suppressants versus thermogenics. I had this talk with, I think, Jay. We were talking about the other day. We were talking about phentermine. Phentermine, great. All right, it's FDA approved for appetite suppressant. That's what it's FDA approved for. It's a controlled substance. It's usually given by weight loss clinics, and usually they give you the phentermine. It's like a white pill. It has blue speckles in it. It's 37.5 milligrams, or they give you fetramezine. And that's like a little like triangle one, and you usually take a couple more of those because they're long acting, whereas phentermine is short acting. Now these are controlled substances. There are like methamphetamines, okay? So it does give you jitter, it gives you a jolt to the nervous system. Usually when they prescribe this, they give you an EKG because they want to make sure that you don't have any issues with the heart, no erratic heartbeats, no problems, no arrhythmias, and stuff like that. They have to cover their butt. You're supposed to be at a certain body fat percentage of high, like I think it's like males is different than females. So that I don't even know the percentage anymore because we don't prescribe it. So at that point, phentermine is one where you can use it, but it needs to be used as a tool, and it's made to be used as a tool. What is it made to do? It's made to suppress your appetite. Why? It's made to suppress the appetite because it's supposed to let you choose your food sources a lot better, or give you that opportunity and eat smaller portions so you can train your body to do so. And what happens? People get that effect, they lose some weight, and at that point they go right back to what they were doing, and they use phentermine as a crutch. If you use phentermine for long, extended periods of time, you can cause nervous system damage. You can cause issues with the heart. So at that point, do not be on it for a long, extended period of time, okay? Whether it's prescribed to you or not, that doesn't mean it's okay all the time. That's one. So let's put it against thermogenics. And I'm not talking about GNC thermogenics. I'm talking about our ECA Stack Plus. ECA Stack Plus, ephedrine, caffeine, aspirin, B12, and chromium. Why do we call it thermogenic? Because it raises core temperature. It raises core temperature in the body so you can start breaking down fat. Fat goes out into the blood system. You want that to be oxidized. You're burning fat, right? So at that point, that's what we want to do. That's what they call burning fat. You're oxidizing fat. So at that point, you really want to do that. You want to raise core temperature. You want something that's going to actually help you put the fat out there so you can actually get rid of it. FDA appetite suppressants like phentermine do not do that, okay? They might give you a jolt to the system. They might boost metabolism a little bit because we're shaking and jittering. But at that point, it will wear off. You will build a tolerance to it, and you'll use it as a crutch. You'll actually start gaining weight or stay at the weight you are, maybe if you were dieting. But if you stay the exact same, it's going to be a wear-off effect. So watch out for that. I wanted to bring that up, all right? Q&A. If you guys got any Q&A, throw it at me every week. I love to hear some things from you guys. Any hints on what will be for Black Friday deal? Ooh, DC Baker. All right, so let's bring this up. And it's not Black Friday. It will be Black Wednesday. I'll tell you the date right now. And I will tell you, yes, there's going to be tons of specials for Black Wednesday. This is our normal thing here at Titan Medical Center. It's November 27th. Right? November 27th, it's the day before Thanksgiving. Black Wednesday, Titan Black Wednesday will happen. I think this is our 4th year doing this. So Black Wednesday is a huge event here at Titan Medical Center. We really, really like to give away a lot of stuff. It's going to be clothes. We're going to give away blood tests. We're going to give away free therapies. We're going to have discounts in those hours. We're going to go live probably 2 or 3 times. And in those lives, that's when we get the winners of the blood test. We do the giveaways. And we will have extra special things there for you guys. So whether it's a discount or a discount code, you never know. And this will be for patients, old patients, or want to become new patients. So everybody will benefit one way or the other. I'll have a lot of different surprises for you guys. We always do. We're going to hype it up. We'll be at the new office. It's going to be on. So I cannot wait, and thank you for bringing it up, DC Baker. I appreciate that. Black Wednesday, Titan Medical Center, November 27th. Stay tuned for the times. We will have the times when we're going to go live so you guys can plan on it. So if you're at your work or job, or you're shopping, or you're at home, you can put that little alarm in an hour before and know you either got to go to the bathroom, You got to go to a room by yourself or a quiet place so you can hear all about Black Wednesday specials. Me and Sharice are going to be on here. Staff will be on here. You guys are going to love it. Mark on your calendars, November 27th. All right? So thank you, DC Baker. I appreciate you for that. Thank you so much. All right. So Titan Gear giveaway. We are going to do a Titan Gear giveaway. So hashtag Titan Gear. You can text that to the 727-389-3220 number. After this live, we will be open for that. And at that point, if you're a guy, you can get a jersey, some pants. Girls, you get tank tops, you get leggings, shorts, all different kinds of stuff. So hashtag Titan Gear. You're going to text that to 727-389-3220. Right? All right. Next thing, I want you to make sure you're following us on social medias. Most of you guys are. If you're on here, right? Instagram, Facebook, please share it if you're on Facebook. Just hit the button at the bottom. If you guys are on YouTube, please subscribe. Share the page to other people. You can do that. Copy a link. Put in your post on Facebook. Say follow these guys or subscribe to these guys. I would appreciate it very, very much so. Thank you guys if you guys do that. Thank you so much. All right? Titan Lifestyle with Drew this Friday. He'll be live in the studio. I'm going to call in. I'll be in some undisclosed location out there. So if you guys want to see what's going on, you guys tune in for that. But I'm telling you guys, we got a lot of big things coming for you, for Titan, and for all the staff. So I hope you guys are strapped up and ready because 2020 is going to be, hopefully, one of the biggest years for Titan Medical Center. And I'm betting on it, so I appreciate it. Anyways, guys, I think that's about it. There's one more thing. The newsletter is going to get published today. In the newsletter, there's going to be a poll, and you guys are going to have the special word that I'm going to say now. So, the special word is, what should it be? My favorite water. It's Evian. Evian. My favorite water, Evian. So Evian will be the special word of the day. And I want to just random. Because I didn't want it to be out there. Anybody to know about it. Anybody say, oh, it was all set up. It's not set up. I'm going to do it live. Evian, that's the special. So when you guys go into the newsletter, vote on it. And you guys will get something for free. It'll be some shirts. It'll be some tank tops. A book. Something from Titan Medical Center. We will have that. Guys, there's some programs that we're coming out with as far as for diet and training. It's going to have all the videos for exercises for you guys, diets broken down, so you guys will be able to see what you should be eating, how you should be training, and you guys will see it from us live. So it'll be like for me, I did all the training videos right now. You guys will get customized meal plans. So it's going to be really, really cool. I'm really excited for this because everybody asks me all the time, you know, can you give me a diet? Can you give me training programs? This is going to design them for you guys. They're going to be personalized for you guys, just like the personalized regimens, personalized diets, and training programs. Plus, we're going to add some of the athletes in there, like Big Drew and stuff like that, so they have their own training regimens that you guys can watch and look at and train afterwards too and incorporate in your regimen personally. So, I got to get out to another meeting. I got a meeting here with the new staff and stuff like that for the new location. So, I'm really, really excited about that. As you guys can see, I can't wait till it's done. We're doing some renovations, but I can't wait. So you guys will get a grand tour as soon as everything's done, all right? I appreciate you guys tuning in to another Titan Talk Tuesday. First one, Channelside Tampa. I'm very excited. Thank you for tuning in. Tune in next Tuesday, Titan Tuesday, and Titan Lifestyles this Friday with me and Big Drew. I'll see you guys on the flip side. Love you guys. Thank you for your support.